When Jake Gardner died by suicide, he left a lot of unanswered questions. He was about to face criminal court proceedings in connection to the shooting death of James Scurlock last May.
Well, for the first time, his best friend and fellow Marine is providing some insight into Gardner's final days. He spoke exclusively with KETV News Watch 7's Michelle Bandur.
He lost his faith in the justice system.
He's Jake Gardner's best friend, a fellow infantry Marine who call each other brothers. They served side by side in Iraq and Afghanistan.
Our unit spearheaded the invasion into Iraq.
The friend asked us to disguise his identity for fear of retribution. He says Gardner received 1,600 death threats when someone posted his phone number, address, and parents' address online.
I gladly welcomed him into my home. I encouraged him to get out of Omaha.
That was only days after Gardner shot and killed James Scurlock outside his Harney Street bar and was cleared of any charges. Douglas County Attorney Don Klein called the shooting self-defense. Gardner spent the last 3 months in Portland, Oregon. His parents followed him west, too.
How was his demeanor? Did he get into a depression?
Absolutely. There was a dark cloud that followed him around ever since the incident, and he was incredibly saddened by the loss of life.
And he says Gardner stayed in that state of depression and paranoia after a grand jury was seated.
He spent a lot of time looking at social media, looking at the awful things people were saying about him. We would watch movies, and he was terribly afraid to go outside. He would look out the windows, and he was fearful of somebody coming to try to take his life.
Driving his friend deeper into depression, he says, the grand jury's decision to indict Gardner on 4 felonies, including manslaughter and terroristic threats.
The hardest thing about the indictment and their decision for Jake was the charge of terroristic threat, because he had devoted his youth, his health, and his innocence to fighting terrorism as a young man.
In those days after the indictment, his friend says Gardner spent a few days volunteering to rescue animals from the Oregon wildfires. He says they were strategizing about his legal case and making plans to fly to Omaha to turn himself into police the day Gardner died by suicide.
What would you like to say to the people who say he's really not dead, including the Scurlock family who doesn't believe he is?
I wish they were right. I wish they were right.
Jake Gardner's friend found his best friend's body in a town outside of Portland, not far from where Gardner's parents were staying. Now, he says Gardner mentioned suicide to him only once, believing he would never get a fair trial in Omaha and would be killed in jail while awaiting trial. Now, his friend believes Jake Gardner is not guilty of any crime. Michelle Bandur, KETV News Watch 7.